The Indian Army has a strength of over 1.4 million active personnel. It's the world's second largest military force and has the world's largest volunteer army. It also has the third largest defense budget in the world to support its 15 Army Corps. The Global Firepower Index report lists it as the fourth most powerful military. To sustain this size of an army, effective recruiting is paramount to maintaining such a powerful force. Hi folks, and welcome back to the Storm and Cellar. I've given my thoughts on the Indian Air Force and Navy recruitment ads in previous videos. However, today we'll take a look at clips from several Indian Army recruiting ads. But before we do, if you like my videos, be sure to like and follow my channel. Okay, let's take a look at an ad that encompasses several specific ads which shows more detail. So let's look at this one.
The most advanced technology firm in India also happens to be the country's best construction company. And its biggest logistics operator. It is India's first cellular enterprise. India's finest hospital group. Oh, and before we forget, India's largest network of educational institutions. One of the 10 largest employers in the world. Over 1.2 million colleagues. More than 20 diverse career disciplines. We are India's most exciting workplace, and we are making you an offer. The Indian Army. Live a life less ordinary.
This ad has something for everyone. From advanced technology, construction, communications, to medical, it has it all. I really like how the ad qualifies the Army as one of the top 10 employers in the world and over 1.4 million colleagues. It gives it a sense of enormity and yet family, not to mention over 20 diverse career disciplines, which means everyone can choose a path that interests them. We're making you an offer. Sounds corporate, but again, they're speaking to the potential recruit. Here's another ad that encompasses a lot of different things in their video.
Which organization wants you to jump off a plane with a stethoscope? Wants you to build bridges where there are no roads? Safeguard sovereignty with the smallest spanner and the largest guns? Which firm lets you play at work? Gives you a 55 crore car to drive and makes you CEO on day one? Which employer takes care of you for life, educates your children, educates you? Who wants to put the world at your feet? Get all this, all the way here. Has offices here, 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 and here. Who encourages you to do this, this, and this. Teaches you the value of life, respect, honor, and pride. Which organization wants you to be everything you want to be? We do. We are India's most exciting workplace, and we are making you an offer. The Indian Army. Live a life less ordinary.
Of course, I never understood why anyone would jump out of a perfectly good airplane unless they had to, but still, Airborne is a critical part of the Army. Wants to build bridges where no roads, do a critical job with the smallest tools, and play with toys such as tanks and UAVs. I can definitely relate to that from my flying days. Education and taking care of you and your family for life is a call to join a military family. It may sound corny, but offices here, here, and here is something many of us in the Air Force said. The aircraft we flew was our office. Next, we'll take a look at a leadership officer ad.
I fire hard and I fire strong. I like solving problems. Facing an enemy at a higher position is a problem. Being 2 points down is a problem. And the bigger the problem, the sweeter the victory. What do I like more? Going to battle or firing my pistol? I like the fact that I do both for India.
We are India's most exciting workplace, and we are making you an offer. The Indian Army.
Okay, this one was short, but effective. About Lieutenant Colonel Jung's leadership as an infantry officer and the various really cool things that he does as a leader. Being an effective problem solver is key to leadership, especially in different environments shown here. Being an infantry officer on the ground floor of India's plan for the new battle management system would be an awesome experience. So let's take a look at a tank ad.
I really like cars, so just 2 weeks into the job, they gave me a company car. A big company car. It's got 14 wheels and quite the ground clearance. It can go pretty much anywhere, but it's not the easiest thing to park. The acceleration is decent, the handling is shaky, the engine noise is deafening. AC? Well, you can't have everything, but you know what? I love the gun.
We are India's most exciting workplace, and we are making you an offer.
Here we have a tankman making light of the company car, but showing the effectiveness of that monster tank. I went inside a U.S. Army M1A1 Abrams tank once. It was a lot roomier than I thought, and the sophistication was very impressive. Here I could be wrong, but I believe this tank is a third-generation Indian Arju Mark 1A main battle tank. Indy has approximately 4,300 tanks to include Russian-designed, Indian-manufactured T9s and others. As a side note, I'm not sure the Mk1 is better than the T90, especially in overall terrain, but plans for the Mark II with much more sophistication might be better than the T90. Let me know what you guys think about that. I'm not an expert on that one. Okay, for you techie guys and gals, let's look at this one.
People think techies are chained to their desks. Not me. I run UAVs. You know, drones. I have to say, it's pretty awesome. I grew up playing video games, and who would have thought that'll help me defend my country? Not my mom at least. We get there first, and see what's around the corner, so that there are no surprises for the rest of the team. We go everywhere, working with the latest and the best technology, but no Facebook.
We are India's most exciting workplace, and we are making you an offer.
This definitely reaches out and hits home with today's high-tech generation. The Indian Army is quickly developing 21st century high-tech battlefield systems, and it will need smart young people to develop and grow with the systems. Okay, let's now take a look at the SF recruiting ad.
These days, it's important to have an updated resume. Here's mine. Praful Kumar, Major Praful Kumar, Para Special Forces. 3 years served in a hostile zone. Tough assignment. Special service in J&K. Made some friends there. Combat freefall specialist. Willing to shed blood. As you can see, I wear my heart on my sleeve and my resume on my uniform. Which other company lets you do that?
We are India's most exciting workplace, and we are making you an offer. The Indian Army.
Special Forces is not for the faint of heart. Here they're recruiting tough-minded and physically capable bug and snake eaters. Folks who like and love to rough it and aren't afraid of austere elements, this is perfect for them. They'll act as shock forces ahead of a larger assault force, as well as counterinsurgency and unconventional warfare today. Okay, if you like the mountains, the next one's for you.
When I was little, I liked to climb trees. And when I grew up, everyone wanted me to climb the corporate ladder. Sitting in a chair and climbing invisible ladders, not my style. I'm passionate about technology and climbing mountains. And this is the only job that lets me do both. It's lonely at the top, but the view, it's incredible.
We are India's most exciting workplace, and we are making you an offer. The Indian Army.
For those who have spent time in the treacherous high mountains, it is rugged. This ad is for Mountaineers to support its dedicated Mountain Strike Corps consisting of over 90,000 troops. India is roughly 33% mountains, including a portion of the Himalayan mountain range. Here they can kill 2 birds with 1 stone in this ad by appealing to those who love mountaineering and to women. The next is for the doctors and medical personnel.
I'm a doctor, but my stethoscope comes with a parachute. I'll do anything to save a life. Jumping helicopters, climbing mountains, dangling midair. Anything. Do I get scared? Not easily. But my biggest fear is not getting there in time. Flying through the sky, protecting the ones who protect you. Guess that makes me a superhero. Just saying.
We are India's most exciting workplace, and we are making you an offer.
An effective medical field is paramount to the military. Here, they show that being a doctor is more than sitting on your butt in the office, but makes one part of the airborne and operating in austere conditions. So what happens after your time in the service? Let's take a look at this ad.
Right from childhood, I knew I was a born leader. And my first job made me realize just how much. It taught me lessons you can't learn at other jobs. Man management, time management, crisis management, you name it. I was leading a team right from my first day. And the number of years I put in had nothing to do with the great amount of experience I took home. And the best part is that my first job made my second career possible.
We are India's most exciting workplace, and we are making you an offer. The Indian...
This ad, which shows a businessman talking about what being an ex-Army officer did for him to make him successful. This is appealing to those who can gain experience in the Army, but probably doesn't have any intention of staying after their enlistment is up. Okay, all very impressive recruiting ads, which goes right for the jugular when looking for specific talent to join the Army. They cut right to the chase on getting the best and brightest. It appeared that all of these ads were recruiting future Army officers rather than enlisted personnel. However, I'm sure the Indian Army has those as well. I can't really say enough about the Indian Army ads, though, as well as their efforts to maintain a world-class force in all respects. The West can definitely take lessons from them on their recruiting. All right, this wraps up all three of the Indian military branches recruiting ads. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. Click the bell to be notified of future videos. Also, let me know your thoughts by leaving your comments below. That's really important. I learn a lot from that as well. So until next time, make sure your takeoff and landings equal.